Hold.
Not yet.
Did you see my message?
Not yet.
Part of it says Chris needs a.
Yeah, that link explains how to enable it, and it shows how to set the password that he needs to type to get into the meeting by audio only.
Okay. I ain't got it yet, but it might take it a few minutes to come through.
Okay, hello everybody. Unlike last night, I remembered to uncheck both my microphone and the speaker microphone for the Zoom homies. It is Thursday, October 3rd, 2024. Ken Style Live with the Zoom homies. The Zoom homies with Ken Style Live. I am still the host. They are still the homies. We have Bill, we have Greg, Sam, Jeff, and Chris Garrett. And apparently I'm going to need you guys to talk for 1 or 2 moments while I go change a setting in the Zoom. So please, somebody take it away. Oh, look! New feature in SpeakerBot, fixed by myself. Thank you very little.
What?
Well, you have to be watching the stream to see the effect, number one.
Figure it out.
I was.
토니 왈로 세드 노마로.
Did you? John Williams.
Confetti down the middle was all I saw.
Right, the Zoom homies disappear and you don't have the black box any longer, do you?
Well, I see a little gray box around the homies when the homies are there.
Right, that I can't make go away. That just has that's Zoom itself. That's not going to change.
스텔스 모드 세드.
Only thing I can change on that
John
is
Williams said Mrs. K.
Mrs. K is working.
Tony Wallow said subscribe.
Yeah, some of them, the ones that are full screen, Zoom goes away and it doesn't have the black shadow behind it. The black box, the gray that you see, the black box or gray, whatever you want to call it, that's a Zoom setting called wallpaper, and I cannot change that. But go ahead and somebody started. See, there's that thing again. Oh, it's Chris leaving. So maybe Chris left and came back and I didn't hear him. See, there he popped back in, but there's no bell. Now that's weird. Chris left and I heard the exit ding.
John Williams,
buzzer.
It is currently 54.7 degrees Fahrenheit, 12.6 degrees Celsius, and partly cloudy in Madison, Wisconsin.
Like.
Let me go make that setting change. I'm pretty
Stealth
sure all the
mode. It
speaker
is
bot
currently
commands are going
80.1
to
degrees
work the way they're
Fahrenheit,
supposed to work,
26.7 degrees
and that
Celsius,
Zoom
and
will
clear in St.
disappear
Augustine,
for
Florida.
the duration of the speaker bot that has images. So, yeah, I'm going to jump over there and do that as we speak. Yeah, see, he keeps fading in and out. That might not be an issue with what we think it is, by the way. But I'll go look at that and change it. Okay, I'm logging in here, and I'm going to go figure this out. Go to account management and then settings. So this is going to be fun. Again, I apologize. I wished I would have gotten this sooner, but I did not. So it is what it is. Then I have to go to the auto English. Then I have to. That is already on by default. What you sent me.
Greg Guy.
Now
It
there
is
was the
currently
bell.
69.1 degrees
Okay,
Fahrenheit,
so I think he just
20.6
needs the
degrees
password
Celsius, and
just
partly cloudy in Great
Fixed
Mills, Maryland.
and he
Oh,
needs the actual number
English.
too.
He actually has to have that, I believe, to be getting in. He's got to get into this Zoom. You have to have the credentials to get in. You just can't get into this Zoom without.
I think it's a special thing that he can type though, because it's a audio call over the
All right,
network.
let me keep looking here. So that's already on by default. Click the toll-free and fee-based. Somebody send him a message on Messenger and tell him to give me 5 minutes.
I'm trying to get my camera on.
Click the toll-free and fee-based call toggle. Okay, so that's the one I've got to find. The toll-free, and that one is not. I don't have that on this account. So that was. Click the audio conferencing. I did that. Click the toll-free and fee-based toll call toggle to enable or disable it. That is already enabled. I'm going to disable it. If you disable toll numbers, participants will have no telephone dial-in or options for the meeting. So I don't want that. I want them to be able to use their phone. So now I'm going to toggle it back on.
토니 왈로 세드 5오.
And then it says click the pencil icon. There'll be a pop-up window come up, which it did. And
존
then
윌리엄즈 세드 브루어스 알 고잉 피싱. 댕.
happy birthday to your wife, John, by the way. I wish I would have known that. I would have set SpeakerBot up so we could always wish her happy birthday. And make sure the associated data centers are selected, the phone numbers and regions. Okay, so these are all by country. And I'm just going to scroll through here and make sure the United States is checked. I don't even know if Doug knows about this or not. Of course, we'll hear about that tomorrow.
존 윌리엄즈
which is a
세드
good thing.
땡스 캔.
Yep, United States is checked except for Seattle and Los Angeles. So I'm going to check them. I'm going to just, the ones that aren't checked in the United States, I'm going to check. Philadelphia, Atlanta is not checked. There's another one for Atlanta. Phoenix, New York. I'm going to go ahead and just check them all. Minnesota, San Jose, Denver, Miami. These are all the ones that are unchecked. And Portland. And I'm going to click save. Obviously, you'd have to save that. Click save. Okay, now there's another one called group. And I think that's to enable the toll-free and fee-based toll call for group. I think that might do it. Let's wait and see how that does. If that doesn't do it, I'll leave that tab open and go back and check into it. So, Brewers are going fishing. Oh, so they lost in. Mike Wojak joins us in chat. Tony Wallow's in chat. Wintermute is in chat. Rick Lakes is in chat. Stealth Mode was in chat. Did I really see where Greg Guy was first?
Damn right.
I see Alex is here. He's early. He's a whole 8 minutes late today, or 8 minutes early, however you want to look at it.
Alex, please stop. Please stop running speed tests. You're messing my internet up.
Well, I haven't been today, Chris.
So, Chris, are you trying to get your camera to work, or what exactly is the issue?
No. Once I turn my camera off, it seems to be had disconnected.
Uh,
Now, you're still connected to Zoom. Your box is still there.
Yeah. Since I turned the camera off, it has not disconnected.
Huh. That's
Probably
strange.
the bandwidth from the cellular network.
Possibly.
Yeah,
But earlier today, while you were driving down the road, you were coming in crystal clear.
I know, but Sam said something about this is peak hours. I said, you mean cheek hours?
I wanted to bring something to everybody's attention. I know this is probably old news to everybody else on here, Ian especially, but
Yeah, but
YouTube now has 2 subscribe buttons.
That is news to me. I have news for you about YouTube that I'm sure you don't know about. But what do you mean it has 2 subscribe buttons?
I mean, when you know how on your channel you have a join button. There's a where you can join, pay for a membership.
Yeah.
It now says subscribe instead of join, so you have to click on. So so it's confusing because at first glance you'll look at it like I did, and you'll think that the system unsubscribed you, but it didn't unsubscribe me. But that second subscribe button, when you click on it, it brings up the information for you to join and for you to pay for the membership.
There's always been a subscribe button.
So
But
you're saying...
But now there's 2, so it's confusing.
I'm on my channel monitoring, and of course it probably doesn't apply to me, but I have join. There are 2 new buttons on mine now tonight. Analytics and edit video on the normal thing. Now, I will go to someone else's channel that I'm subscribed to after the stream and see if what you say is true. This might be a new thing.
I used to have the join button and the normal subscribe button, the join button for the membership, but now they changed the join button, at least on my end. They changed the join button to a subscribe button.
Yes, we understand that and we get that. I'm just merely letting you know on my monitoring, and I can share that with Zoom, and I'm not going to worry about sharing it with the world right yet. If you look right here on mine, I have join. This is brand new as of tonight, and this is brand new as of tonight. I no longer need to jump to the studio to look at these 2 things. That is new. Now, when the stream is over, I will go to another channel and see if I have that same option that you have with another, instead of member, join, or whatever. I'll check it out later. Village Food Season, hello.
I went to another channel that had the join option, and it was the same way. 2 subscribe buttons.
Well, it might be a slate here. Now, are you aware of this news? On October 15th, YouTube is changing the length of shorts. Are you aware of that?
No.
Well, then get out of my house, because if you don't know that, you don't need to be here. Any idea what it's going to go to? I happen to know.
A minute?
Oh, please. It's up to a minute now. It's 15 seconds to 60 seconds. Last time I checked, per my wife, who explained how a clock works to me today, of all people, 60 seconds is a minute. Let me give you a hint. Do you know how many seconds is 900 converted to minutes? Should I cue the Jeopardy music? I mean, that is such simple math. How many seconds? Thanks, Bill.
900 seconds.
Isn't that 3 minutes? Oh, no, wait a minute.
No.
It's 1800. 1800 is 3 minutes, right? I don't know. It's 3 minutes. Let's just go with minutes. She got me so confused.
300 seconds with 900 seconds would be 15 minutes.
No, it's 3 minutes long.
3 minutes is 180 seconds.
180, okay. Yeah, I had that explained to me today because my wife, I tell you, Chris has popped out again. Oh, good news for some of the homies that were through the debacle. Thank you, Wintermute. Good news with some of the homies that were here earlier today, and I will have to blur my background to show this, so pay no attention to the mess. The cord for this came up missing when I moved back into the studio. Now, after rebuilding the entire house to find a cord, I know where the cord's at. The cord is working its way back to me. My son, as I suspected, borrowed the cord to charge one of his apparatuses.
Yeah.
And when I emailed him this morning, when I texted him this morning about it, he said no, but then he called me this evening and said, oh, guess what? Yeah. It is what it is. So I got that back, and that's good, because that I do need that. I need that little cord. I did find a
I have one I'll
workaround.
sell you cheap.
Hold on, let me spotlight you. Oh, you got the same exact. Yeah, see, that's. Now there was some good that came out of that because we finally switched the register out. I can now close this register underneath me when I need to, whereas before I couldn't do that because it was broken. It's now in the bathroom where it doesn't matter if it works or not.
When did you become a store? When did your house become a store?
Who said anything about my house becoming a store?
You said register. So only kind of register I usually think
Do you
of
know
as
what a
cash
register is in terms of a heating system?
I doubt that he does.
No, I don't.
It's the little opening in the floor or the ceiling with the grill in it that lets the air through.
Oh,
There will be a quiz after the show, Alex, so please take notes, pay attention, or bookmark your website.
yes, I hate that our AC and heating vents are in the floor because it limits where you can put stuff.
It depends what you're trying to do. It's better to have it in the floor for heating. Since heat naturally rises, better to have it in the ceiling for air conditioning since cool air drops.
Right,
That's just
right.
my opinion. But
Okay, now some of the dad jokes are not going to take the full screen because
존
I
윌리엄즈
just
said I got
didn't set
good news
him up that way.
from my doctor today.
So
I am
let's
cancer free.
go. I'm
Ran Israel said,
And that
just
is great
cough.
news,
You're in
John.
friendly territory.
I
Yeah,
apologize I
I
didn't get
know,
back to you
but
sooner
not
when I
with
got
new
your
people.
email on
New
that this
people come and
afternoon,
watch the
but
show, so people get irritated with that. I get
mature,
irritated.
responsible driver, and I got it while I was
Hear
driving,
them throw it over
and
and over
I
and over.
answered it when I got home. So
It's just not good.
if Mrs.
form.
K's with me, I will, with my fingers crossed, instruct her to answer the message or the mail. Usually it doesn't go well. I have literally told Mrs. K, I want you to answer this message word for word as I say it. Okay. And I'll say, the cow jumped over the red barn. And she's typing away and typing away. 3 minutes later, I'm like, what are you doing? She goes, I'm answering your message. I said, the cow jumped over the red barn, word for word. Yeah, that's what I put. Well, then when I read the message later on, it's a paragraph of how the yellow striped cat was walking in the field and was going to jump over the red barn, but first it had to jump over the roof. I don't get it. It's got to be a woman thing. I sure hope she's not watching tonight.
It's because when she told you to, because when you told her to text it, and when you started to say it, she hit the dictation button and let the microphone pick up your voice.
No. Now that's not a bad idea though, Alex. I like that. That's actually a very good idea. Just press that button. Let me say what I'm going to say. It'll take the speech to text, and that's not a bad idea. In fact, I've used that about 3 times in the last 2 days when I'm sitting on the couch because I don't feel like going did. But great idea, actually. Very good. I'll have to employ that the next time we're out gallivanting around the country, which will be tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm already aware of some of our activities that are going to take place this weekend. Tomorrow we're playing golf at 4. Write that down, Arkansas. Playing golf at 4, okay? We're leaving the house at 1:30. Don't ask.
John Williams said thanks intermuted
Walmart.
can.
Nope, not going to Walmart. Well, probably we'll end up at a Walmart tomorrow. Yes, Tony Wallow is giving me a hint. I got today, again, I really ought to. We got to get Chris connected somehow. We've got to figure out a way to get him connected. Now, this is going to look weird because I've got the phone attached to it. Tony Wallow sent me a tripod today. It was waiting for me when I got back home from picking up Mrs. K. It extends to 62 inches. So I've got a selfie stick. It's actually a selfie stick / tripod. So right there, everything is, the legs are collapsed, and there's 4 extensions, they're collapsed. So it's relatively short. It works great. I have taken 7 selfies with this thing, 5 of myself and 2 with Mrs. K. And that was a challenge to do that as well. I love this thing more than you will ever know. It locks right here. This right here locks. Then you can spread the legs apart, which is always not easy to do when you're trying to demonstrate it.
My tripod goes to 64. Mine's bigger than yours.
Yeah, this is just about perfect. I've got it set up right now that it's about like that much on the feet. It's sitting on the new build to my right, and the camera's at the right. If I wanted to, I could switch.
John Williams said selfie of
I could switch
yourself
this
and
camera,
broke.
and you would see me from a
LOL.
different angle. It's absolutely going to be great. Now, I jokingly have said I'm going to figure out a way to hold it in my left hand and swing a golf club with my right hand. I can imagine how disastrous that would be. So I will share.
What you need to do is to fasten the golf club up on the top of it so it sticks out a little bit, and you can be swinging the camera at the same time as the head of the golf club and have it follow the ball.
Don't give me any ideas. Speaking of ghetto, last I heard, he got his computer back together.
Yeah.
He put the keyboard, the mouse, and the Yeti on the USB ports on the front and or top of his machine, and was going to wait for the caregiver to come in tonight to plug in the hub in the back and then plug everything back into the hub. The guy did it for him last night, so he says, got to take him at his word, and it was working earlier today. So hopefully that's good. Hopefully he follows through and allows the guy to do it. So fingers are crossed. Selfie of myself and it ain't broke. No, and the cool thing about it, and I forgot to demonstrate this, is it's got a little remote right here. The top button is for iPhone, the bottom button is for Android. All you do is turn it on. See the little blue light come on? It blinks until it connects. And then all you do is, with the camera app on, is you hit the button, takes the picture. Now, Mrs. K liked that. She thought that was a really cool feature. And then, of course, I had to go to the 6-year-old me and take it and brought it to my sister. I said, "It's mine! You're not getting it!" She didn't think that was too funny, though.
I have one just like that. I have a
No.
smaller handheld tripod, but it comes with one of those remotes.
We had a selfie stick back in the day. We lived in California, and I would equate it to the same as a straw. It would not support anything.
Go lie down, kid.
It was horrible. This ain't going to ever flex. I extended it to 62 inches, and it's fine. It's a little out there. I mean, I've got a probably 2 foot,
John Williams
30,
said
maybe 3
민지
feet on my
리드
reach
세이프
from
포터브
shoulder to my
튜제
tip of
하하
my thing. Tip of my fingers. So 3 feet and 62. By the way, Alex, Bill? Yeah, Greg's got one as well. Fantastic. Yeah. This question is for Alex Cheek and Alex Cheek only. No cheating, Alex.
And Alex, he don't mean a long dog novel for him.
So, it extends to 62 inches. How many feet is that? Somebody cue the Jeopardy theme.
Time's up.
No, you get 30 seconds. Oh, he's using the calculator on his computer. About time for the camera to disappear. We caught him.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right, let's make it simple. Let's do today's class will be math. How many inches in a foot?
Well,
Is that an answer or a guess?
answer.
Did you Google it?
No,
Are you sure? We've seen the reflection in your glasses.
I'm sure.
So if 1 foot is 12 inches, how many feet is 62 inches? 12 and 12 is what? I'm glad we're not.
24.
Oh, thank God. I'm glad we're not doing spelling. 24 and 24 is
존
what?
윌리엄즈 said 1이죠.
48.
48 and 12 is what?
64.
No.
What? You were doing so well. 64. Yes, John, you're correct. It is 5 feet 2 inches.
48 and 12 is 60, and it's 62 inches is 2 inches bigger than that. So
Yeah. Otis Cauldron is back 2 nights in a row. Congratulations. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Left hand guides the golf club. Right hand follows up. Then points. I don't know. I knew a guy that golfed one-handed in California, and he held the phone in his left hand and golfed with his right, and he was pretty doggone good. I joke about it. I will tell you, I don't have there would be such a disaster if I tried to hold something in my left hand and swing a golf club with my right hand. Somebody would end up in the hospital. Or the golf ball's going to go about 3 feet, maybe. Chris needs the credentials. Okay. Now, I've gotten better over the years. There used to be a time when, without thinking, I would do what I'm getting ready to do. We're going to switch over to this screen. And as soon as I see that go over my stream, this is my technical difficulty screen, by the way. Chris, do you need all credentials, or what exactly do you need? Let me just send them all to him. I just had to verify that.
So other than the county, other than when we have the county fair, which we've already had, this weekend is the biggest event in the for Sheridan. It's our annual Timber Fest event. They have all different kinds. They have music and all different kinds of food vendors and things set up around the courthouse square. It's the biggest thing they do every year, and people come from all surrounding communities to come over here. And
got a question for you. Where does the Timber Fest name come from?
it's because this area it's timber logging country.
Okay.
It's a
Okay, Sam, you said send Chris an email invitation. The phone numbers are listed in it.
I think that works. And also, can you send me one too? Just so I can
It has
see
to go.
also?
It has to be done from the phone.
He's calling a phone number and typing a numerical password to join the meeting.
No, it says
yes.
it's asking for meeting ID.
Oh, what is?
When you dial the phone number, when you dial the Zoom number, you have to put in the you have to put in
I see it now. Okay, I see it now. I see it.
I have never
link,
called a number when I go on Zoom from the phone. I put in the meeting ID and the password. I don't know.
That's
I don't know
because
where
you're
this.
using the. That's
This
because
is
you're
not.
using the
This
Zoom
is.
app.
He's not using the internet to do this. He's using the cellular phone network.
Oh, okay. So what?
Pretty sure.
Chris, if you don't mind, what phone number are you using?
I'll tell you in just a second.
Okay, I had never heard of that.
This is something similar to how Chris's church does their call-in services. The old people that don't know how to use the internet can call from their traditional landline phones to a traditional phone number, and the automated system will say put in the meeting ID and put in a password, and that's what Chris is doing.
All right. Well, the meeting ID is pretty well known, and the password is pretty simple as well. But if that's all he needs, I'll email him that. Now, I thought I had that one fixed. That's pretty interesting that I missed one. Zoom did not go away with Jeff's dancing girls. I apologize for that, Jeff. I'll get on my technical staff and take care of that. I thought I fixed them all.
Well, right now it seems like it's working fine. I got this tap to speak thing done over the internet. It seems to be fine right now, but it might drop back out.
Yeah, I've tried to call in before on a Zoom, and it's a pain in the butt.
I know Doug's done it before.
I honestly had not heard that until just now. So you can dial a number using your cell service for Zoom.
That is correct.
Put in the code, put in the ID and the password, and it's just like using a call.
Yep, it's just like it's audio only.
I will have to experiment with that.
I was actually going to just now.
Okay, now I'm going to fix.
I want to try it. I'm going to try it.
That's good for when you're driving.
I don't know the phone number though.
Yeah, I still. Well, the phone number I don't know. Apparently, in the United States, it had a whole laundry list of numbers to call. That's why I asked what number was he using.
There's one for Chicago. There's one for Houston. There's one for New York.
Do you know them?
No, not off the top of my head, but I'm sure you can just look it up and it will.
It doesn't. I tried looking it up. They're not. They have to. The phone numbers are listed according to what I read. They are listed in the email invitation.
We'll experiment with that shortly.
It will give you the toll-free number for your region, whatever it is, in the email.
Somebody do me a favor and do an exclamation X real quick so I can figure out where what I have to do to fix this.
존 윌리엄즈 said 60억 8,867만 5,309.
Wintermute said goodbye, Ken.
Thank you. Okay, so John just put a number in 608-867-5.
Otis Golden said goodbye, Ken.
Good one, John. I like that. All right. And as luck would have it, I was not glancing at OBS when that showed through. Doggone it. I want to fix this. I apologize.
I know what the number is.
Wintermute said goodbye, Ken.
I thought for sure I had all those fixed. I don't think it's this one. No, it's not that one.
The New York number is 646-558-8656.
Slow down.
646-558-8656.
We're going into we're going into Beetlejuice Bets overtime, ladies and gentlemen. I'm determined to find this and fix it. This has got to be it right here. So if you're watching the stream, there we go. The stream, I initiated what you're seeing on the stream right now, the Dancing Girls with Zoom.
존 윌리엄즈
I
said
initiated
30억
that. I'm going to
5,867만
fix it
5,309.
so that you can
Doesn't
actually
need fixing.
No. They're not going away. Now, if you hit exclamation X, and if someone would do that for me, I believe that fixes the problem. If someone would be so kind as to put that in, I would appreciate it.
John
There we
Williams
go.
said
John hit
goodbye,
it,
Ken.
and bada boom, bada bang. Bob is somebody's uncle, and it works. The homies disappear. It's full screen, and it works just fine. Now, we're going to continue until Sam reconnects or gets connected to the phone system.
Okay, I'm gonna walk out of the room a little bit, and I'm gonna be right back.
All right. A little bit of overtime's not going to hurt anybody. 13 people are watching. I show 0 likes, but that's because I haven't refreshed the screen. I have no idea what it is. I can cheat a little bit.
It says
And
4 for me.
how many?
4.
That's only 30%.
10 likes now.
Well, that's better. That's slightly better.
I just refreshed to see that.
John Williams said thanks for the warning,
I
Alex.
show 12 watching, 10 likes. I just logged into Mrs. K's Firefox, and it's
Yep,
soon to
that's
be
what I see.
11, and now it's 11. That's the cool thing about that.
I'll
So
have
that
to hit
fixes
this like
that.
then to bring it back to 10.
Alex said, "Thanks for the warning. I must have missed something." That's good, John. I didn't even think to look at the last 7 digits of the number. I thought, oh, he got a real number. No, that was pretty good. That's the international number for Jenny, by the way. So that's pretty good.
Jeff Ryman said goodbye, Ken.
Most of them, yeah. Jeff just wants to see the dancing girls.
Absolutely. Hey,
Or
I
in this-
want a command that leaves them on continuously. We need to see no stinking homies on there.
Oh,
Yeah, we Tony and Darren were present when I was trying to make the black background, which is the gray background, go away. Now that black background, oh, I got a interesting. My green shield is no longer green. It is bright yellow orange. Does that indicate there's a problem?
So is mine.
It just changed now the background is blue.
No problems.
Mine is green.
I'm connected through the phone now.
It sounds that you actually sound like, no, I don't mean this to be offensive, but you are sounding like you're on a phone.
Yeah.
You sound like a comedy bit that I used to listen to where the guy would be sitting 5 feet away from someone and he would be doing something to make it sound like he was across the country on a payphone somewhere.
I'm getting a yellow warning at the bottom when I click on it.
It does that.
Sam's audio is on an unencrypted connection.
Yeah, it does that when you call in on the phone.
So it changed. Wait, if it changed mine and Jeff's, why didn't it change Greg's? If Greg's has still got the green shield, that's kind of crazy.
It's green.
So if Sam were to leave
I
the
think
phone,
what I need to do is disconnect my video, leave, and then try again from the phone.
yeah, do that. We'll do a little bit of overtime this evening. That's no problem. I don't mind doing that at all. I like doing technical stuff like this every now and then.
Okay, now I got a question. It gives you 2 options when you call in the automated system. It gives you 2 options. After you put in the meeting ID, it says enter your participant ID, which you get once you're joining
존
the
윌리엄즈
meeting
said
on the
49ERS
computer, or
부스
is it- or
시옥스
will it
넥스트
enter the
서드데이
password?
나이트
Well,
온
my
프라임.
question is, if a password contains numbers and letters, how do you enter the number? How do you enter the letters with the phone keypad? You know, ABC.
Special number.
I don't know.
Type in.
Yes, Long Dog, I did
gonna
see
give
your
it out
comment
over the
about
air.
Idaho.
so
Is
Ken,
in the Zoom meeting.
I appreciate
In the
you
details of the Zoom meeting. I'm going to say it out loud.
I
And
appreciate
they'll have
you
everybody in their
input.
for attempting if they know some other details. I'll be right back.
No problem. You're welcome, Chris. Now, I
I
did
think
see
I'm
you, Long
gonna-
Dog.
But what I think I'm going to stay like I am for right now because I might use that sometime now, but right now I'm on something called safe driving mode.
Right, and as soon as Sam left, it went back to the green shield. So
John
I'm going to wait
Williams
and see
saying
when he
goodbye, Ken.
rejoins, should it go back to the yellow shield, and then probably go ahead and end it. Stealth mode,
Yeah,
or
good.
stealth mode. Long Dog said something about he's going to be in Idaho tomorrow night. I did see it when I saw it in passing. If everything else goes right, tomorrow I'll be in Idaho at his mom's house. Okay. Hope all is.
Idaho taters.
Yes, he's going up there to get some taters to give to his favorite restaurant, Burger King. I'm glancing through chat. Yeah, I see the left-hand guys of the golf club. Okay, now Sam is back. Are you on your phone?
Nope. I need something. Hang on.
Okay. Yeah, there is a 10-second cooldown on most of the bot commands. So if Greg were to do a bot command and you try to do the same bot command within the 10-second cooldown, it'll tell you very snarkily, I might add.
If you have to join the Zoom on the computer or on the phone the normal way to get a piece of information to be able to join on the telephone, what do you do if you don't have
Tony
a
Wallow,
computer
it is
available or
currently
don't have
%
a
auto format temp % and
smartphone
% current
available?
condition
'Cause there's
text
some
%
people I
in
know
% auto
that
format
don't have
location
don't
%.
have a smartphone, only have a
그렉
flip phone.
가이 said, hello
I
그렉
guess you
가이.
better have a very good memory or you better have it written down somewhere. That would be my presumption. I mean, most people today, I would believe, have a smartphone. But if you don't have it, I mean, seriously, how do I want to put this? 2, 4, 6. It's a 7-digit passcode and it's a 10-digit ID code. So if you can't remember 17 numbers and letters, but then again, you're going to say most of the people you're talking about are old and forgetful. So,
but if you don't have a smartphone, you've got to type in the password, which is numbers and letters with the keypad, similar to how you used to have to text by pressing 2 or 3 multiple times.
That's okay. You answered your own question. If it's not a smartphone and you have to do the long press or the dot press or whatever, that's how you do it. If it doesn't have the numerics where you can switch it, or like a smartphone where you can change it. Yeah, wonka. I'm working on bringing that one back with its own words for what their words are. And this is not a dig on Long Dog at all, or anyone, Alex or Ghetto, or anyone that uses text to speech or speech to text. A lot of times what they say gets miscombobulated into something that they didn't say. And we all go, huh? What did Ghetto just say? It happens. So now John put exclamation X and then good night. I believe it played, but did it say good night? I don't think that. Oh. Gives me an idea, but I'm going to wrap the show up. We're at 45. I want to thank everybody from YouTube. I also want to see if I can do this because I don't know how this will work right now. We'll see how this goes. Yes, there we go. The email is right above the Zoom window. Again, if you'd like to join us on the Zoom panel, send me an email at kstoutzz00m@gmail.com. And I will get you on the panel. That looks like Mr. Betts. Is that Doug?
It certainly is.
Oh, time to end the show, everybody. We all know Doug doesn't want to be on a live stream. It's against his religion and his principles. So thanks for